The city of Canton, Georgia is looking to increase population density. One of the ways they're doing this is by encouraging ADUs. We're going to go through some of the documents and we're going to see exactly what they say. Actually, first of all, I'm going to give you a brief summary. The who, what, when, where, why, and how. The who, any person, as long as the ADU or the primary unit is owner occupied. So you can live in either part. Any residential lot within the city limits. When is now where any city lot in the city of Canton limits. Why? They're looking to provide infill housing. And how? You can either build new or retrofit into your existing properties. So let's go in. We are going to go to the City of Canton Accessory Dwelling Unit Checklist and Standards. I'm going to bring it up here so you can look at it at the same time as I am, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a summary of it. Let's go. So here we go. City of Canton Accessory Dwelling Unit Checklist and Standards. This is the form. I think you can find it anywhere. You can just Google for this. Canton encourages accessory dwelling units, which can provide needed infill rental housing in existing neighborhoods or provide opportunity for family members to live on the same property as their relatives. I think this is going to really gonna attract a lot of people who are looking for more affordable options or more ways opportunities they can afford to live in the cities. There are development standards, review procedures, permits, and fee requirements associated with creating a new dwelling unit that you should be aware of as part of your consideration as to whether to undertake the development of an ADU. This handout is intended to be general information about some of the regulations pertaining to ADUs, and this handout does not constitute actual regulations or encompass all requirements. Actually, I'm going to hopefully be doing another more detailed video on this topic soon. I asked a bunch of questions to this person down here, Ken Patton. He's been very helpful on the phone, and I asked him a lot of detailed questions, so it's just taking a little while to get back to me. But he's been in communication. All right, the types of accessory units developed in several ways, either by building an entirely new residence that is separate from the existing house, by converting an accessory structure such as a garage, by adding onto an existing house, or by remodeling the interior of an existing home, including conversion of a qualifying attic or basement space. One accessory unit can be allowed per property, provided the standards are met. Also, first of all, you want to make sure your HOA allows them if you are in an HOA. And you would contact Ken, or the Housing Initiatives Director, which I assume is him, because some of the people I call first. And you're going to submit your building permit, the plan showing existing structure and all that type. And that's going to depend on your situation. If you have questions about that, I can help you out with that as well. I am a licensed contractor. I never said who I am. This is Alan. This is Investing in Georgia. I'm a licensed contractor and realtor and investor. On here we talk about building, fixing, buying, and selling real estate here in Georgia, as I'm in Canton myself, and I work from Northwest Atlanta all the way up to Jasper, not to Cartersville. So if you got any questions, let me know. My contact information is below. Before I go too far, there's also a lot of duplex zoning in the city of Canton. You got RA6 and RA8. There is known for duplex as well, and you're also doing the central business district. I think you can do accessory dwelling units. Generally, they're including but not limited to basement apartments, garage apartments, caretaker quarters, guest houses, or any other dwelling accessory. Accessory shall not include tents, boats, manufactured storage buildings, or mobile structures. I do have a question. One of the questions I do have is with regards to using shipping containers to create them. They are applicable. They are approved by code. I'm just not sure. I don't see any reason why they can't be. But they also say something down here below that makes me kind of question it. But we'll get into that. We're just going through this document now. One accessory dwelling unit per lot is permissible in the dwelling unit or as freestanding dwelling in R4 to R40, which is all the residential districts. So this is only in the city of Canton, remember, in the city limits. One accessory unit per lot is permissible with the principal dwelling or as a freestanding unit. So now obviously you can do one in a duplex one as well, as long as it's not as long as only one single family home is there. Accessory dwelling unit shall not exceed 50% of the habitable floor area of the principal dwelling or 807 square feet, whichever is greater. And at least one of the additional off-street parking should be provided to serve it. So the persons seeking an ADU shall provide, if possible, a written statement of the city staff from their homeowners to the city staff from their homeowners association, which confirms the HOA does not prohibit them. Either the primary unit or other unit shall be owner occupied prior to the issuance of certificate of occupancy for the ADU. The owner shall record a covenant with the Cherokee County Superior Court Clerk's Office and subsequently record a copy of the recorded covenant to the City of Canton's Community Development Department. The covenant shall state that the owner agrees to restrict the use of the primary and second and accessory dwelling units in compliance with the requirements. All right, so one of my questions was then about what if you, as from an investment point of view, if we wanted to renovate a house or build houses with built-in ADUs that are pre-approved, try to increase density and value so you can sell them as that as a marketing perk. Alrighty, so I'm not going to go into the freestanding principal dwelling. Obviously it's in the main house. It does have to be accessible from the interior of the principal dwelling. The accessory dwelling unit may be located on the second floor or of a detached garage, for example, or shall only be located within the rear side yard, so nothing in the front yard. You also still need to meet the minimum setback requirement. And the height of the accessory dwelling shall be no greater than the height of the principal dwelling, or 25 feet, whichever is greater. Administrative action. I said if you're familiar with construction, there are a lot of administrative variances. I'm not going to get into all that type of stuff here. It's kind of, they can make certain adjustments with regards to the requirements without going through the full process of going through City Hall and all that. So, this is all just like what exactly those variances mean. That's a mostly overview. Oh, you gotta go into fees, the building plan review. Only $50. Oh, and they do have, I'm going to go over here in just a second as well, some of the plans they will include for free if you use them. And that way you don't need to pay the fee for the plans. So you get $50 for the plan review, or you get $0. Obviously, if you use theirs, they get a building permit fee, $50 for all these fees. Site plan review is $50. The water tap fee is going to be $16.25, and the sewer tap fee is going to be $3,350 if you need it. Those are going to depending on your situation as well. This is the smallest. The Archer, it's 304 square feet. So these are all the plans. This is exciting stuff. I'm pretty sure you can find these online. If you can't find them online, let me know. See, first floor, obviously, this is small. I just want to give you a brief view of it. So obviously anything we get plans free that's rocking and or rolling. That's pretty cool. So you even got all the electrical plans and all that. So that's cool. What I don't like is that obviously you can't make your perks your tweaks to it, and also some of the things like that. Sure, they'd have the answers for a lot of these things. Just for example, like sourcing some of these things might be kind of expensive, depending how in particular they are. You see, I don't know if I can get a zoom in on that. But yeah, you see, just like all those little gable things. Like I don't know how open they are to changes within these things. So that first one was 300 square feet. This one's like 500, right? Does this have a second story? No, this one doesn't have a second story. So you got actually a legitimate bedroom in here in this one. Let's go back up. I just want to give a quick view. 506 square feet. You got a proper bedroom in here. We're gonna get bigger and bigger. Elmwood 702. Square fits. And yeah, I just don't know how in particular they're gonna be about the details on these. But they are I like the designs in general. I see we got guest 1 and guest 2, so it's the two bedrooms in a gathering area. They're not calling a living room. Excuse me. There we go. And we got one more, the big boy. Or girl. I don't make any assumptions. Those are standard building plan stuff. If you know how to read building plans, it's nothing too exciting. So this is 807 square fits. Squiffits. Oh yeah, this does have a second floor. Is this a garage? Is this a garage? The double garage? Oh, okay, now I see. So you get this is a garage, and you go in, and the stairs go upstairs. Of course, the stairs go upstairs. Yeah, 2-car garage. And you go up there, you got a nice big old living room and the bedroom. It's 1 bedroom. So that Elmwood has like the 2 rooms, but it doesn't have the garage. So obviously, it's going to be a little more expensive, but you got the 2 stories, etc., etc. Cool. Okay. I thought that was the power line. I was trying to figure out what was going on, but it's just a side view of that. All right. There we go. It's exciting stuff. Good looking things. I don't know if they're going to be the right decision. Of course, every lot's going to be different. Every house is going to be different, but those are your options. If you live in the city of Canton and you want to find a creative way to monetize your property a little bit better, this might be just the option for you. All right, this is Investing in Georgia. This is Alan for Matt. Thanks.